Hi everyone, it is Take It All In Thursdays, and it is February 23rd, 2012. And this week I wanted to talk about New York City. New York City! Yeah, it's been a while since I did a video entry, so I thought that this would be a perfect thing since the whole New York City thing has been a big part of my life for the past 3 months. Obviously, I lived here since I moved here November 28th. So a little less than 3 months, and I spent a week at Christmas time in Buffalo, so not exactly 3 months or whatever. I spent a little time for my birthday in Buffalo as well. So, New York City, right? The land of opportunity. Your dreams will come true. You just gotta go there, make it happen. Just everything just falls into place. The magical New York City just makes it happen. You see your name in lights. You're just gonna end up on the big screen. Everything's gonna be right with the world, and you have puppies and candy canes. Everything's gonna be great, and it's gonna be amazing. Well, then you get here and you realize that holy shit, it's hard. It's hard to make it. It's very competitive. It's really hard to get into networks. It is just extremely difficult. For every yes you get, you'll probably get told no, 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 no. We don't want you. We want the other person. We want someone better than you. Oh no, 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 no. Before you even get told, yeah, maybe. You get told no so many times, it's insane. And if you don't have a tough skin, if you don't if you don't have tough skin, if you can't suck it up and try again, try again, try again, and try again, if you think that you can, muster up the confidence to try and battle the place called New York, then by all means try it. Many people have made it up, obviously, so it's possible. It's definitely possible. It's not impossible. So, yeah, New York City. It is kind of like it's turning into a love-hate for me, like it has been for many people for many, many years. Um, I hate the fact that I have to take an hour commute into Times Square to work. Obviously, I can work somewhere closer, but right now my job's in Times Square, which isn't unlikely. Most people are going to be right in Manhattan, right there, mid Manhattan. So, um, the fact that I have a small room doesn't bother me. The fact that I pay rent doesn't bother me. But it kind of does just a teeny weeny bit when I know the amount that I'm paying a month here can go for a lot bigger place in Buffalo for the same price. So just things like that. Food's more expensive, obviously, all these things. Um, so yeah, New York, right? What is New York? How would you describe New York? Some people fucking hate it. Some people hate the fucking subways. Some people hate this. Some people fucking hate how it's so crowded. Some people hate so many different things about New York. But then on the flip side, some people love New York. They love all the people. They love the subway. They love the fact that you can take a train or a bus anywhere, almost at any time. You can get there, efficiently for the most part. I really hate how this piece of hair is just not fucking cooperating with me now. Um, but yeah, some people love the fact that it is so diverse. There's so many different people you meet, so many different personalities, and a lot of strong personalities. I find that I find that people who are brought up here are really strong types of personalities. They're really strong people that are tough. They're very I feel like it's really rare that you'll find a phony person that's a natural born New Yorker. This could be bullshit. You could call bullshit on this if you know a New Yorker and you think they're full of shit or they're like the most fake person you've ever met in your life. By all means, tell me. But it's very rare that you'll find a true New Yorker from the boroughs. I'm not talking Long Island and Staten Island. That's not well, Staten Island, I guess, is part of the boroughs, but I'm not talking like fucking of Long Island chicks. Like you guys know, and I'm not talking Jersey because Jersey is just a world in itself, divided from New York. Sorry, they're just different people. All in all. Sorry. um, but yeah, I think the people from here have such a abrasive manner. They have such a strong thing about them, and it that's not a bad thing. I don't find that in the least bit disturbing. And what I do find interesting is the people that move here from like Washington and Wyoming and Buffalo and Florida and from other countries even, they've adapted to this vibe that New York has. They've adapted to the toughness that it is. They've adapted to all these things that they know will help them survive here. So I find that really amazing that so many people come here from all over the world to try and just, seek the opportunity, try and make their life better. Better. It's just I don't know. I don't know. I guess better is a very subjective, like, in the viewer's eyes type thing. Um, but for me, I moved here because it's closer to home, and I couldn't afford to move out to LA this time. If you guys don't know, before I did Princess Cruises, I landed a job. I landed a job in LA. I forget what the job was. It's so long ago now. It's like almost 3 years ago now. But I moved out to LA. I had this job, and then it fell through. And then I stayed out there for a couple months. Did a lot of camera work out there, reality pilots, and a lot of camera work, a lot of camera stuff. And I was a photographer out there as well. And then I got the Princess Cruise job. I did that for 2 years. And then my last contract, I said, you know what? I'm going to move to New York. It's just closer. It makes sense. So that's what I decided to do. Now I'm here. I made it happen. And I think the first thing about people who are trying to make it in any type of creative art career, the first step is kind of taking the first step to actually get here. Yes, you have to save a little bit of money to do it. I mean, if you really think about it, you don't need a ton of money to do it. I mean, comfortably $3,000 will help you start off if you don't have a job. Hopefully, that's usually the safe bet. But I think the first step is actually going here, because some people have a lot of aspirations, they have a lot of ambition, but then, I feel like it goes to waste a little bit, because they say they want to go to LA, they say they want to go to New York, but they never make the move. Something always happens and holds them back. I have a lot of friends who have made the move to LA and New York, so I mean, those, you know who you are, obviously, because you're there right now. So I mean, I admire you, obviously, and I just feel like, take that chance, take the risk. Don't be afraid to take the risk. But I find it really funny. New York is fucking hilarious, because the other day, on my day off, it was President's Day, and this shit was hilarious. I fucking hate, the one thing I really do hate about New York is I have to do my laundry at a laundromat, which, that's not the worst case scenario. But what I hate about it is it's always fucking busy. I go there with one bag. One bag of laundry. I can probably even show you my laundry bag. I probably could show you my laundry. It's so fucking small. Like, I have a small laundry bag. I go with one load. That's it. One load of laundry, dryer, what. And I think the laundry that's closest to me, the laundromat that's close to me, has free dryer. It's free dryer. So I don't know if that's common in New York City, but the one near me has free dryer service, which I think is pretty cool. But I was listening to my podcast. I listened to Bill Burr. I listen to Bill Burr on Mondays, because his podcast is every Monday. And if you don't know who Bill Burr is, look him up. He's fucking hilarious. I find him very funny. And I was listening to my podcast and waiting for a dryer. Did the whole washing, wait for a dryer. Fucking waiting in line for a dryer is just like so annoying. But I waited for that dryer, and in the midst of me waiting for this dryer, mother and daughter were taking their clothes out and then putting another load in. Mother walks away. Okay, I guess I could describe this, but it was black mother and daughter. She must have been my age. She looked about my age. She's like 20 something. So mother walks away. Puerto Rican chick walks up, starts like at this girl at the dryer, talking about she needs a dryer, and then fucking they were coming to blows. They were pushing each other, and they straight up almost had a fist fight over the dryer. I was just like, I couldn't stop. I was like, I was so amazed that they were really gonna fist fight over a fucking dryer. And then the mother came over, and they were fucking go to blows, and like fucking everyone. It was kind of funny, because like 20 motherfuckers just like like we're all in this area, and I'm like, Where the fuck did everyone come from? Where's everyone coming from? But that's just something I feel like I wouldn't see anywhere else but New York, which makes it kind of funny. But my whole decision in life, the other day, talking to my mom, my sister, and Joe was on Skype, and we're all talking together about my website, ambermsherman.com, and the debate about whether or not my blog should be included on my professional art photography website page, like part of the menu. I was voted against. Voted against 3-1. No one liked the fact that I wanted it on my shit, but I guess not. Makes sense. Keep it professional. Keep my personal and whatever separate. This whole conversation about my website segued into my mom on a campaign to get me back in Buffalo. She's like, move to Buffalo. You can really get your business started faster if you move back to Buffalo. And I was like, you know what? I was convinced. I was like, you know what? It's smart. My business will develop faster. Me and Joe will have more time, more money, more to do whatever we want. We're gonna get married and have a house and fucking little kids and all that jazz. I'm fucking 27. I'm fucking old. I need to start having some babies eventually because I want to be in the risk pool. I don't want to have kids in the risk pool. No, I don't want to. I want to have kids, but not in the risk pool. So I guess I gotta start, having kids now, apparently. So I gotta make this happen. I gotta make this business happen, apparently. Anyways, I was convinced. Hung up the phone. I was like, you know what? I'm going to move back to Buffalo beginning of March. Focus on my business. Focus on what I really, really want. But then here are the things that would suck. If I move back to Buffalo, sorry, my fucking throat is like really fucking bleh, because I've done this this video like fucking 2 times over because it won't save, and I hope it saves this time. But if I move back to Buffalo, I kind of give up. I have to give up like the film dream that I have. I want to work my way up to being an AD, and I used to be camera, and AD is a totally different field than film, so it's hard to branch over. So the other thing is all the friends I've made already. I've only given it 3 months, and you can't really. You gotta give it more time than 3 months, I feel like. So that night, after I made the decision, I emailed my boss, said, okay, Cafe Benny, I'm going to be gone in a week. I emailed my landlord. I emailed everyone I knew that needed to know my internship. Hey, I won't be there. I'm moving back to Buffalo. And then I'm like, fuck, maybe it was a rash decision. So I go to bed, and I'm in bed, and I'm texting Joe. And I'm like, I don't know. How do you really feel about this? How do you really feel? And he's like, oh, I'm just fine. I feel fine. And he felt fine. And I was like, I don't know if I made the right decision. Maybe I should just go to sleep on it, see how I feel in the morning. And, sorry. So, in the morning I woke up, and I was okay, clear-headed, calm, whatever, and I, taking a shower, kind of thinking about it, getting ready for work, and still thinking about it, and the more I thought about it, the more I'm like, oh, I don't know. I got more and more confused. I go to work, and my manager, he goes, did you get another job, or are you really moving back to Buffalo? And I said to him, I'm like, yes, I'm really moving back to Buffalo, but I have a kind of dilemma. I kind of need to talk to somebody about this, about what I should do. This is my situation. I told him what it was. The business, Joe coming here, moving here, living here. My film career thing, the cost of living is getting a little bit too expensive for me. I don't know, finding a better job is getting hard, blah, blah. Kind of gave him the whole, just laid it out for him. Just put it all out there, laid it all out. And then I talked to my good co-worker there, Michael, and he was one person I sought out. And he kind of gave me a impartial, objective view on everything. He knew the right questions to ask, and he kind of made me think a little bit clearer about everything, my whole decisions. And I'm going to pause this really quick, and then I'm going to continue it in the next one, because it's going to be too long.